RNY Second Chance Cass here, coming to you from Washington State. Today is 13 weeks and also 3 months exactly to the day. So January 5th, 2016, I had surgery at the University of Washington Medical Center in Seattle. My surgeon was Dr. Marcelo Hinojosa, and my highest recorded weight was 311.5. Day of surgery was 267.7, and today is 229.2. So that is a 1.4 pound loss from last week, a 38.5 from surgery, and 82.3 from high weight. So not really much to talk about. I'm totally safe driving here, sorry. Okay, not a lot to talk about this week, other than, keep it on the road, Cass. I had a couple of NSVs, and I did just watch VSG Jody's video from yesterday that she uploaded. And I gotta tell you, Jody, girlfriend, I think you're onto something, because when I don't get my water in is when I crave crap food. So I really think you're onto something. I totally do. It makes sense to me. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, VSG Jody, she's a week in front of me, and she posted on her video yesterday that she uploaded when she was talking about crappy foods and making bad choices and craving the chocolate and the candy and the sugar and all of that, and how she feels that way when she doesn't get her water in. And I think that is genius. Like, why didn't I think of that? Like, that totally makes sense, you know? So girlfriend, you got it. Let me tell you, I think that's perfect, because that's how I feel too. Okay, so NSVs for the week. I fit into a size 16. Whoop whoop, super excited. So I was a 24, 26 when I had surgery. I was a 3X, 4X shirt. Now I'm in an extra large or 1X, just depending on the shirt. And then I'm a 16, 18. So I've heard that your feet shrink. I've heard like neckline and all that. And yeah, I've noticed my neck and my face, but my feet are pretty much the same. I was a 9.5, 10 before, and now I'm a 9.5 solid. So I get it a little bit. I'm also 5'10", and I am 33 years old. So for those of you that don't know that about me, that's I am tall. So some foods that I'm still not tolerating. I'm struggling with animal proteins. I am doing better with chicken. I can do a chicken thigh now, usually without any problem, and that was one of my biggest issues, was anything other than ground meats. So they are going better, and I'm still loving my Nature Made vegan chai protein powder. Still cannot handle the whey proteins. It's just too much. I can't do it. Makes me want to throw up. So I called the UW about that too, and they said that, does that help? No. Sorry, the sun's coming out. Which I love the sun. Thank you for giving us the sun. But when you're making a video, it's kind of a little different. So I called UW, and they said that it is common to create a lactose intolerance post-op. So I can do cottage cheese, sour cream, cream cheese, yogurt, regular cheese. I have no issues with any of that. Milk, but I do have issue with whey protein powder, so I don't do whey protein at all, period. Also, the only fast food that I have been able to handle excuse me, is Taco Time. If you go through there, they have sides of beans, and you can get a side of pinto beans, which is like refried beans, and I just get a side of pico and I dump it in there and eat it that way. Let's see what else. So NSVs, back to what I was talking about. So I'm being able to fit into clothes. I have gotten rid of 2 huge garbage bags already of clothes that are too big, and I am not keeping them because, girlfriends and guy friends, I am never going back. Like, that's it. And I am just really starting to see the beauty in myself. Like, I looked in the mirror today and I was like, I look hot today. Like, I am beautiful. Like, oh my gosh. And so that was another big thing, because it's one thing to like yourself, but it's another to love yourself. And, you know, loving yourself inside as well as the outside is something that I've never done before. I've never really loved my body, and I'm starting to really be like, damn, girlfriend, you got it going on, kind of thing. So that was super awesome. One thing that people are noticing, well, they're thinking that they're noticing, is I'm getting asked if I'm getting taller, and it baffles me. Like, I'm not getting any taller, but I'm thinning out, and so it's like I'm stretching out, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to put it, you know, into perspective and understand it, but I'm not getting it. So that's the one thing I can come up with. NSVs. Jody also talked about how they went to Six Flags and she didn't have an issue. So about a month ago, we went to a Bullwinkle's Family Fun Center, and last time that we were there was pre-surgery, and I needed a seatbelt extender for the go-karts, and the last time we went, I didn't, and I was like a month and a half out from surgery, I think. So that was a huge thing, is being able to fit in a normal chair and not have any issues. So we went to the movies last week. Awesome. No issues. I sat in that chair with my daughter, and it was like, we are totally comfortable, and I'm not hanging out over the sides, and my elbow is not all up in my neighbors, and, you know, like, it was amazing. Let's see, what else? Just being able to put on smaller clothes is so huge, so huge. It's something, I haven't been this size since my son was 1 and he's 11, so it's been 10 years since I have been a 16, 18, and it kind of is blowing my mind. You know, I'm super stoked, and it's, you know, this week I didn't even have a huge weekly weight loss, but it's starting to catch up, you know. The visual is starting to catch up with the numbers for me. So other than that, I think that's pretty much what I got going on. Oh, side note, well, it's not really a side note, it's kind of a big deal, and I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up. So I have been, and this is, I'm going to go into some womanly issues. If it's TMI, you can go ahead and end it now, and if you want to continue, go ahead and continue. It won't hurt my feelings. So I have pretty much, so I have an IUD, the Mirena. For those of you that follow my channel, I've talked about it before. It's no secret. And so I have been on a on-again, off-again period since the first week of February. I will have a really heavy period for like 2 or 3 days, and then I will have a very mild, almost spotty type period for a day or 2, and then it might go away for 12 hours, and then it'll come back and be heavy full force. And so it's been like that for, well, this is April 5th, and it's been that way since the first week of February. So February, March, we're going on our 3rd month. So I called UW last week, and they're like, this is not normal, this is like, you need to see your OB, this is not okay. They asked what I was on. I'm not on blood thinners, I'm not on anything. I am strictly on my supplements. I was trying to think of the word. So I called last week. I called my provider at home, and, you know, because we're in such a small community, I've got his home phone number. And I called my doctor at home, and I'm like, listen, this is what's going on. It's freaking me the hell out. UW said this is not normal. What do I do? And he's like, well, you need a pelvic exam and a pelvic ultrasound. And I'm like, oh, you know, because he's like, they're right. This is not normal. This is not something that happens. Because when I had surgery, UW said that it would, I had, you know, because my IUD, I don't have periods, but given that I'm going to be seeing rapid weight loss, my body could kick it into a couple cycles, and I could see things, you know, differently than what I have been seeing. So I expected a period or 2. Did I expect 2 months of solid bleeding? Hell no, absolutely not. So, yeah, so I'm dealing with that. So this morning I went and I had my pelvic exam, and everything's great. IUD is in place. There's no sores from, there's nothing's going on. Everything feels great, looks great. She said it's beautiful, everything's fine. So she ordered an ultrasound. She did also check, she took some of my cells, and she wanted to see my white blood count to see if it was elevated, to see if I had an infection of some kind, because she said IUD, sometimes it's a foreign object, you can have a uterine infection. And she said that she did see a little bit of like redness or inflammation. That's the word she said. But my white blood cell count was not elevated. So, but she did order a round of antibiotics. I have not picked them up yet because I want to clear it with UW to make sure that I can take them, because we can't take ibuprofen or aspirin or anything like that. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to take it. But I have to go back tonight to the hospital at 8:30. I have a pelvic ultrasound, which I'm really not looking forward to. And then she said that we could replace the Mirena, but if that's not my issue, then it's not going to stop the bleeding. She said that sometimes the hormones run out early. I'm going on my 4th year. I'm supposed to have another year left with my IUD. So she said that that's kind of weird, but it does happen. She said I could have a whatever that is, a cyst or something, but I'm not having any pain, so like I don't get it. No cramping, no nothing, no pain of any kind. So I will keep you guys posted on that. I don't know, I mean, I didn't expect this, and I don't think it's surgery related, but we'll find out. So that's just something else that I'm going through. When it rains, it pours. But okay, so I think that is all, and I'll keep you guys posted, and good thoughts and prayers my way, please, on just a simple exchange of the IUDs. I really don't need anything major right now going on. So all right, well, I will talk to y'all later, and you guys all have a great day. Thanks, bye.